Yo, what's good, fellas? I'm Smakey, and welcome to the third episode of Atomic Achievement. Today, we're going to be talking about the combat shotgun. As you guys know, one of the most broken weapons in Call of Duty Vanguard. I mean, this thing can one-shot you across the map, even after the nerf that just came out this Wednesday. In this series, I take a weapon and I talk about how to finish its challenges as efficiently as possible, as well as I give you the best class loadout, and at the end, my favorite part of the Atomic Achievement series, I rate the weapon compared to every other weapon in the game. Right now, the STG and the MP40 were the first two episodes. They'll be in the card up here as well as the link in the description, and both those guns are S tier guns. We'll see where the combat shotgun lies. So to start with its challenges, the first two are pretty easy. You just have to get 400 kills and 50 headshots. Per every other weapon, this is just going to happen over time while you're leveling it up, unlocking attachments, and more challenges. The third challenge is getting 50 multi-kills. Now, that's another one that's pretty easy, especially now that shipment 24/7 is in, close quarters all the time. This just means a double kill, triple kill, quad, or anything more than one kill at a time, you're getting a multi-kill. The next challenge is getting 5 kills without dying 30 times. Now, this is another one that usually I would say, oh, just camp for this. But with a gun like the combat shotgun, you don't need to camp. If somebody is on your screen, just put them towards the middle of the screen and click shoot, and they will die. That's just how the combat shotgun works. If you're really having trouble, just play tight quarters. Nobody's gonna outshoot you as long as you're not sprinting around and you just have your gun up. Unlike some of the other shotguns, the combat shotgun doesn't have gung-ho, so you can't actually shoot while sprinting, which means if you really want to go on kill streaks, you have to make sure to not be sprinting everywhere and have your gun at the ready. The fifth challenge, and probably one of the harder ones, is getting 50 long-range kills or long shots. Now, I actually have an entire video dedicated to this that I will put in the card right here, as well as linked in the description, but my recommendation is just running the range attachments as well as a slug and vital. If you're shooting anybody in the chest or higher, you will one-shot them from 30 meters away. It's absolutely insane how much range this has, even after the patch. The sixth challenge is 100 close range kills or point blank kills. Now, again, this is a shotgun and you can have a lot of range with this, but your bread and butter is going to be close range. I find that if you're playing Shipment or DOS House, you're not gonna have any problem with these point blank kills. Just run around. The seventh challenge is get 100 one-shot kills. Now, this one's also really easy. Usually in this game with its TTK, it's time to kill, it's super fast, so you're gonna die really quick no matter what gun is shooting at you. If you don't kill somebody in one shot, you're probably dead unless they don't know you're there. So the 100 one-shots it might literally take you 100 kills. Like, this gun is that good, and that's kind of just how shotguns have been in the past. Now, the final three challenges require you to get 100 kills using 3 attachments and other ones. You don't have to use only these 3 attachments. You can use up to 10, but you have to use at least these 3 attachments in order for these challenges to work. So the first one is getting 100 ADS kills, which means aiming down sights using your scope while using the Chariot 16-inch short barrel, the 12-gauge 5-round tube mag, and the CGC 2-meter wire stock. Now, this one I didn't find very hard. The only annoying thing is I believe you don't get the mag, the 5-round 2 mag, until like level 68 or 69. So the biggest problem is that it's not a hard challenge, it's just you get the challenge and you can't even complete it for 8 or 9 more weapon levels. The next of these 3 attachment challenges is getting 100 hip-fire kills while moving using the Framble No. 3 barrel, the CGC 3-meter adjustable stock, as well as the steady proficiency. Now, the hip-fire kills while moving is not a problem, and it's only 100 of them, so again, this will kind of happen over time while you use this. The problem again is the Framble No. 3 barrel doesn't unlock until the late 60 weapon level. So you're going to get this challenge at weapon level 65, and then you're not going to be able to complete it until a couple weapon levels later. It's kind of dumb, but once you get the attachment, it's actually really easy. Now, the 10th and final challenge for the combat shotgun, in order to unlock it gold, you get at weapon level 70. You need to get 50 headshots with the Framble 16-inch precision barrel, the 16-gauge 10-round drum mag, and the vital proficiency. Now, this one, in my opinion, is super easy because you get it at level 70, so you already have all the attachments unlocked. You just throw this on, and realistically, the only thing you have to change is the barrel. As we get into my class loadout, you'll see that I run the 10-round drum mag and the vital proficiency anyway, and the 16-inch precision barrel just makes it so you do even more damage to the head. 50 headshots can literally be completed in 3 games, especially on a map like Shipment. I think the shotguns are a little broken right now in terms of damage, but they're super easy to get gold. Like I said, it's only 50 headshots instead of 100, so it might only take a couple of games. But for me, this was the last challenge I had to do before I got it gold. And let me tell you, gold on this gun looks fucking phenomenal. I think gold camo looks good on damn near all the guns in this game, but I think it looks even better on the combat shotgun. Better than most, at least. Hey, but now that we're done with the camo challenges, let's talk about the way to induce the most pain on the lobby. Which attachment should you be running to drop easy 150 bombs on shipment? And I say on shipment because the only other map that really excels for this gun is DOS House. Even a map like Dome that is really small, the shotgun already starts to fall off in terms of how good it is. It's only really amazing on those two maps. So let's talk attachments. For the muzzle, I love the A5 smoothbore. I like the wider hip spread because you're still going to do a ton of damage. If you look at the damage thing, it does 140 damage with all the right attachments. You only need 100 to kill somebody. So the wider it is, the more one-shot potential you have. One of the keys to this weapon's success is the sawed-off barrel. This thing increases the damage from 100 to 140, like I was saying, and it's just you need to be running the sawed-off if you want to do damage. For the optic, I run the slate reflector. It literally doesn't matter. It's a shotgun. For the stock, I run the CGC 2-meter wire. This just gives you the most sprint to fire time because, again, there's no gung-ho. So as soon as you want to fire, your gun's basically already ready, and you put people in the dirt, man. For the underbarrel, I rock the SMLE pistol grip, as again, it just gives you good sprint to fire time and it increases your hip fire accuracy a little bit. The 10-round drum, in my opinion, is like the only way to go. You get 10 shots before you have to reload, and instead it's just a drum mag that you put in instead of having to load each shot individually. Buck and Slug recently got a nerf, but I still think it is the best option for the ammo type. If you're really intent on not running Buck and Slug, I recommend packed powder as it increases your range by a lot. Fabric grip is great because it gives you some ADS speed, but it gives you more sprint to fire speed as well as a little bit better recoil recovery, which means after your first shot, it centers a little bit faster. Vital, because it's vital, it's the most busted proficiency in the game, does headshot damage to the upper chest. You need to use Vital. I use two different things for the kit. My main thing I use is Quick. It just makes me run faster, like overall movement speed, it gives a little boost. However, fully loaded is nice too because you get a lot of ammo. It adds to your reserve ammo, so instead of say only having 20 shells, you have 40 shells left over, you know? However, because of the shotgun meta, there's gonna be other people using the shotgun on the map. Therefore, maybe you don't actually need this. I'll throw my class up on the screen one more time for you guys without a face cam so you can see everything. If you want to screenshot it, here it is. This is the go-to class. I'm telling you, you're going to be putting people in the dirt, even after the nerf. But it is now my favorite time of the Atomic Achievement series. I get to rank these guns, and as you can see by the rankings on the screen right now, we have the MP40 and the STG in S tier, with the STG just being a little bit ahead of the MP40 because of how much range it has and the two-shot potential the STG has. So it's time to figure out where the combat shotgun goes, and you probably guessed it right away, or you know this in your heart. It belongs in the S tier. However, I am going to put it behind the STG and the MP40 for two reasons. The first reason is because it's a pump shotgun. You know, if you don't kill in one pump, there's a chance that you die because it lowers your TTK by so much. But the second reason, and the more important reason, it is absolutely busted on Shipment and DOS House. Now, if you want to make a tier list for Shipment and DOS House, I'd say the combat shotgun is probably number 2 right now. But you have to remember, in Call of Duty, there's more than just 2 maps. Now, I'll admit, Shipment and DOS House are my 2 favorite maps in the game because it's a clusterfuck. I love it. I love it. However, if you're playing on a map like Castle, and you know, there's only a few short lines of sights where the combat shotgun can really excel, but then you have to get there. Especially if you're playing 18v18 Blitz, you can be irrelevant on a map if you're using the combat shotgun. Or if you're playing that desert oasis map, I don't even know what it's called. Again, you're not going to do much unless you're in their spawn running around buildings, you know? You have to be close quarters in order for this to work. And it seems like it has crazy range on maps like DOS House and Shipment, but it's only crazy range relative to the size of the map. It's still S tier because, I mean, it can't be touched on close quarters maps, but I think a gun like the MP40 or the STG is good on every map. There's not a map where you're not going to get a 2-shot kill, you know? The STG, if you shoot somebody in the head, they're dead. So guys, these are the rankings right now. We only have these 3 guns in it. I'm still trying to decide what the 4th Atomic Achievement gun I want to do is. So if you have a recommendation, put it in the comments. I'm not going to do any of the guns that are glitched right now. For example, the double barrel, the Panzerfaust, the M30 whatever grenade launcher, like the noob tube. And there's other guns that are also glitched, so I'm not going to do those. But if you have a suggestion you want a gun for me to do, let me know. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, hit that like button. It's only a click for you guys, but it helps me out a ton. As well as subscribe for more helpful videos just like this and daily content, whether it's shorts, commentary, or tutorials. I'll be there for you guys. That being said, I will see you whenever the next video is. Peace out, guys.